My name's Rusty Sitton. I'm the Redneck boat guy. I build two-cylinder racing outboard boats. I build the props to go on them, and we also sail a 33-foot catamaran named See Y'all Later. Hope you enjoy the channel. Well, good morning or good evening. This is Rusty and Redneck boat guy here. I wanted to show you a little bit about the way we went to the Bahamas last time. That's my little sailboat there, See Y'all Later. And normally we would bring a 10-foot inflatable dinghy and it'd go up in the davits completely up out of the water. Well, I bought this thing, and this is a Thundercat, what they call it. It's an ocean racing boat, 13 foot long, and it's got a 100-horse motor on it. Thing will do 70 miles an hour. It's really way stupid to bring, but man, it sure was fun in the Bahamas. That little boat has got way more miles being towed backwards than it's got on it. I brought the thing 2,000 miles towing it down through the Bahamas and back, and it was with us in those 12-foot seas for 20 hours. So it made it just fine. Had a little salt water spray under the cowling, but I guess that's to be expected. Yeah, this is that little 10-foot boat that we normally bring that hangs up in the davits. It's a little 10-foot with a 20 on it. But yeah, that other one's a lot of fun, but this is the one that we normally bring with us. We don't normally bring that race car, but let's get back to that one and I'll show you more about it. The video is going to be more about that little Thundercat and some of the things that that I've done with it, some of the pictures. I guess I got what's up next is I've got a video of the first time I ever got in the boat. I went down to Louisiana there, actually Mississippi, and they had some 3-cylinder drag races, and I brought that thing down there to play with it. First time I ever got in it. The following video will be my first little foray with the boat, so that's why I'm wearing a helmet and a life jacket. Otherwise I wouldn't have been. But anyway, yeah, it's a fun little boat. We've had a lot of good times with it. It sure is good to, I mean, it's like a car bringing it. You know, you can run 50 miles an hour pretty easy. It'll run 70. So going from one place to the next worked out pretty good in the Bahamas. I did have a few little problems with it, mostly because of the salt water and electrical. But yeah, coming up here, I'm going to show you my first little time that I got in the boat and made a little pass. But it did good. It didn't do anything stupid. I was prepared for it. The thing has got power steering on that tiller. It's actually got hydraulic steering connected to it, so you could let go of the tiller, and it'll keep going the way it's going. It won't. You know, there's no torque on it at all. So that's the only way you could run a 100-horse motor on, you know, on a little light 200-pound boat like that. But anyway. It's a lot of fun. It swings a 25 pitch, 11-inch diameter prop, and it'll turn it about 8,800 RPM, something like that. You can tell it's ported pretty well, and it'll run, it'll go, man. So I got better at it, you know, got to piddling around, and the rest of the video that'll run out here will basically I'm learning the boat and piddling with it, figuring out exactly, like I say, where to be, and if the thing, you know, is going to fly over with me or what. So I'm staying pretty close to the front of it. Normally, when they're ocean racing, they have 2 people in it, but I'm about as heavy as 2 people, so that worked out pretty good. Anyway, we call it the Zinghy, and enjoy the rest of the video. It kind of drags on a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and run the whole thing, and you'll be able to see my first foray with the Zinghy, having fun with it. Hope you enjoy it. You can tell there's a drag race little area set up here. You see that yellow ball on the left. So I'm kind of just lining up, getting used to it, figuring out how to do it, and here we go. You may be able to tell that I'm not holding it all the way down. I'm getting used to it, seeing how it turns left and right. The boat really turns hard. It's a tunnel boat, so man, it comes around hard. So here's the starting buoy again. We're gonna line up and see what happens. I think I run out a few more RPMs this time, so I'm lining up. That pontoon boat up there is the actual start, and I'm in the chute. This is the way you line up. You get side by side, and then when he drops a flag, you nail it. That looks like fun, don't it? Not to everybody, I'm sure, but it's a fun little ride. We'll get lined up here and go back through the other way. Like I say, just feeling it out, seeing how it all works. I've been stopping both ways, and so kind of approaching the course like I was going to drag race. This was test day, getting out there, figuring out what prop I want to run, and just getting used to the boat, handling it. Never had been in it before, so it's my first ride right here. You can see my hand there when going through. I didn't really hit it all until I got right there to the end. So yeah, getting used to it, getting the feeling. Thing, like I say, I picked to crank it back around the other way and make another little pass here. That water coming out on the left-hand side is my water pump. We got a little P-hole for the motor routed up to the front where you can see it. These guys that used to ocean races, that's where I bought it from. A guy up in Detroit, I think is where it was. I met him halfway and brought it home. But anyway, here we go again. Well, I wasn't jacking with the throttle that much that time. I kind of left it where it was, but as I kept driving it, I found out, well, heck, man, it's got more and more. I wasn't getting all the way around with the throttle, and that's probably a good thing that early, but the little boat had more and more. Every time I'd go, I could find out, just feeling of it, fiddling around, I could find out, well, heck, that throttle goes way on around there. So here we go, lining up again. Nice little place to race. Had a good time going there. we're slowing down here going into the docks. You'll see on the right there's a little green boat. It's a buddy of mine. He's from Mississippi there. He's got a 90 horse Yamaha on his, and man, that son of a gun is bad. He built nearly every part of it inside. He said it's a Yamaha, but there ain't nothing to Yamaha in there. He built every bit of it. But yeah, it's a good run. I got a little SST 60 motor. It's not quite the motor he's got, but a lot of fun.
So we had to wind up changing my stator.
I was actually backing off a little bit to
I tell you what,
get it to come on, and then hit it again, and it'd go.
You got a really good hole.
You think?
Yeah.
I
mean, you'd be good on the hole here. You'd be close to the rectum.
Boy, it looks like fun, don't it? We sure enjoyed ourselves down there. Had a good time. Yeah, my little motor is what's called a SST 60. It's made by the OMC Outboard Motor Corporation. They made them in a Johnson and Evinrude version, same motor. But it's a 56, 59 cubic inch. That's why they call it SST 60, because it's around a 60 cubic inch, 3-cylinder, 3 carburetors. Little motor will turn on, boy. You poured them out right. But anyway, enjoyed running with these guys, and yeah, the little motor it's got a shifting foot. That's what I really like about it. You know, you got forward, neutral, and reverse. And most of the race motors, or all the race motors I've got, you know, they're direct drive. When you pull the string and crank it, you headed north, you know. So this one's a lot easier to play with. You can put it in neutral and crank it and back it up and such. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Runs about the same speed as what our race boats do, our little full-out race boats. Of course, it's a lot bigger motor, you know, than what we run. We run 2-cylinder stuff. But anyway, had a good time with these fellas down here in Mississippi. Some really good people. And like I said before, it's the people you hang around more than the places you see, and really fun. Now, this is my boy Russ. He's my race boat driver. He's my running a Texas toothpick out there. But he came down to Covington. We used to live in Covington there in New Orleans. And he got out on the bayou and stretched it out a little bit and had some fun. Wanted to run it. So we did and came back. Like I say, it's not running quite right yet, but you know, it's still got enough power. When you grab a hold of it, it picks that nose up and stays there. I mean, you can see Russ' hand there. He said it got some smoke to it. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm going to be putting up a lot more stuff, and hope you enjoy some of it. If you do, give me a comment and subscribe. We will enjoy it. We'll see y'all later.